Yeah, my wonderful people, my viewers and subscribers, happy Sunday to you all. I welcome you all to this early Sunday morning broadcast. Well, I don't want to waste much of your time. I just want to go straight to the reason why we are here this morning, because what I'm seeing before me here, my dear, on Abomanyamri, all can hear getting, all getting here to bewe. That now, anyway, in fact, I don't want to waste much time. Let me just go straight to the reason, because if I talk now, they're going to say me I talk too much. Before then, please, I want you to do me a favor, like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos coming your way. If this message gets to you, please, I want you to do me also one favor, share it. Even if you cannot subscribe, but make sure that at least this video gets 1,000 or more shares. It is okay. Just I want the general public to know what is happening in Biafra land and also in Nigeria, and also the shenanigans being perpetrated at the Gulf of Guinea, which is the Bakassi Peninsula, where our gallant men, Biafra Nations League, are taking over and arranging what is arrangeable in that very particular regard. Well, just this message, the Nigerian government, the Nigerian military, including the Cameroon military, they are collecting Woto at the Bakassi Peninsula as they detone some bombs. Anyway, make on hear the how they take talk because the thing on Atoma just 13 killed, 15 prisoners escaped as twin bomb explodes in Bakassi Peninsula. Multiple explosions have rocked Atabong East Gendarmerie Station in the battle subdivision of Bakassi Peninsula, leaving 12 Cameroonian gendarmes dead. More than 15 prisoners reportedly escaped from detention. They are getting it hot. Whether you believe it or not, my dear, at that Bakassi Peninsula, Cameroon, whether they like it or not, they must hands off. Even if they like, let them employ thousands of soldiers from the Zoological Republic of Nigeria or from their puppet. We're there for Western allies, the likes of France and the rest of them, my dear. Biafrans, Biafran gallant men, they are more than all these ones. Biafra Nations League, they are more than all these ones. Our joint task force, they are more than all these ones. So whatever you are thinking that maybe they are going to give up one day, my dear, for Obasanjo to cede that place to Cameroon, he knows what he's doing, because he knows exactly why it is like that. So if they think they are going to subdue us, my dear, they better think twice, because as it stands now, it is eye for an eye and mouth for a mouth. So anyone where they think say they go just defeat Biafrans like that, my dear, what happens to us before can never happen to us again. We have learned our lessons. In another one, era of government jobs is fading. Start business. Make us see waiting the so-called Vice President of the Fulani Control Government of Nigeria telling our graduate youths who spent years in the universities, most of them travel abroad, study finish, and leave any job that been offered to them in those countries, decided to return back to their country. That is a zoo. And at the end of the day, the Vice President have come out now and telling you that the era of working for government in the offices is fading away. Please go and start business with all your qualifications. If you cannot find business, join the Okada riders. Or if possible, you can as well join Boko Haram or bandits. That is what he is telling every youth outside there. We're gonna hear them. Era of government shop is fading. Start business. Shetima tells Nigerian youths and graduates. In another development, we have a tiny Liberia have shown Nigeria that they are giant of Africa. Mure Bruce, if I remember, this man is still the one who come out and tell us that they need to support our local made vehicles, local made items, whatever. But this man went to US and purchased a car, a flying sports car that worth over $1.something million US. This same man is the one that come and tell Peter Obi and Atiku, why are you going to court? You're supposed to know that once election result is being declared, there's no point beating about the bush. That you go ahead with your life. After all, Tinubu have won the election. But now you come to let the Nigerians know that what happened in Liberia is a very technical and good lesson to Nigerians. The same system you supported, now you turn back now to criticize them. All of them wait there for that political class. All of them are mumu. All of them never do well. Old fools with gray hair that I don't know where they get it from. Simply because anytime it works on their own favor, they will taunt you. If you work against their own favor, they will tell you you are an opposition. You call it Liberia tiny. But look at it. Common your so-called judiciary could not even dispense a very good judgment on a very open judgment that is before them. They waited for Fashola and the rest of them to write the judgment for them. A qualified judge reading what he claimed he wrote like a primary school teacher. Sorry, a primary school student. Shame on all of you. Another one, Sanwo-Olu, he don't come again. Now the same man will use the 65,800,000 bury over 100 and something dead bodies. I mean, the victims of October 2020 NSAS Lekki toll gate. Now, the same Sanwo-Olu have purchased rechargeable fans for chickens with 2.18 billion naira. Governorship candidate Funsho Dohati laments. Now he get the story. We are going to come back. Well, my wonderful people, go. Let us read the news and the way it is. Vice President Ali Sharif Kashim Shettima, the leader of the Boko Haram in Nigeria, has urged University of Maiduguri graduates to embrace entrepreneurship and self-employment instead of waiting for government jobs. Okutan report that Shettima gave the charge on Saturday at the 24th combined convocation ceremony of University of Maiduguri, where he was also conferred with an honorary doctorate degree. No hope for the youths. Shettima said the era where graduates solely relied on the government for employment and answers to all their problems was over, and encouraged them to utilize their entrepreneurial training in starting up a business and positively impacting society with empty-handed. The so-called vice president added that the university has adequately prepared the students to contribute to the providing solutions to the myriad of problems in Nigeria. Every success in life brings with it challenges. You are graduating today. Our nation is faced with myriad of problems. I believe the university has adequately prepared you to contribute to the providing solutions to these problems. The era when graduates look up to the government for answers to all their problems is fast fading. I encourage you to specifically utilize your entrepreneurial training in the university to decide your employability status. Start an enterprise, no matter how small your capital or idea is. Shettima was quoted by his media aide, Stanley Nkwocha, as advising the graduating youths. Yes, you can say that again and again and again. It's very, very open at the sound of warning to the youth jumping up and down. I did not believe or agree with them that school is a scam. But if the so-called president of a nation, his educational background, his educational qualification could be could be under questionable characters, then what do you expect? He's gradually telling you that the government house now, both the one being employed and the one that are employing, all of them, they don't even go to school. So you that go to school, please go and look for business or go and look for Onyoburu and start doing. That is what Shettima is telling our youths. On our way done, government officials, people, we swear they are going to provide job for 150 million Nigerians. I'm very sure that before the first tenure of this their shenanigans, 150 million Nigerians or more than that we wade into poverty. Let us see what Ben Bruce said. Former Bayelsa East Senator Ben Bruce has congratulated the government and the people of Liberia on the successful conduct of the presidential selection. In a post via his X handle on Saturday, Bruce said, Liberia has shown Nigeria that they are the giant of Africa with the peaceful conduct of the presidential selection. The former lawmaker said, though the election was not perfect, President George Weah conceded defeat as soon as the electoral umpire announced that the former Vice President Joseph Boakai won the rerun poll. Mure Bruce wondered when Nigerian politicians will put national interest above personal interest, saying that the claim to being the giant of Africa will be disputed by many until the needful is done, until people like you are being kicked out of government house and government opinions. He wrote, being the giant of Africa should not just be about size. The lion, not the biggest animal in the jungle, but it is the king of the jungle because of his actions. Tiny Liberia has shown that they are a giant of Africa, or a giant in Africa. Their elections were not perfect. No election is, not even in the US. But as soon as the umpire announced that Joseph Boakai had won the rerun, President George Weah pulled a Jonathan and considered, saying it was time to put national interest above personal interest. My question is, to us in Nigeria, is this when will it be our time to put national interest above personal interest? Yes, it will sound too well if you too can as well address or advise your paymaster, who is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to put the national interest first than the personal interest. Somebody that they went all the way to Chicago State University to concoct all kinds of results simply because he has vowed that he must lead Nigeria, whether by crook or whether dead or alive, he must rule Nigeria. He has won a lot of controversies. Birthday, what they call it, NYSC, school he attended, primary, secondary, nursery. None is correct. Even his parental background, nobody knows where he's come from. Whether he's come from Damaturu, or he is from Somalia, or he from the Niger Republic, nobody knows. Yeah, that's people like you who keep on supporting what is evil. This message, I thank God that you are the one that is writing this message out there. Unless we can answer the questions appropriately and patriotically, our claim to being the giant of Africa will be disputed by many. Long ago, Nigeria have fallen from the giant of Africa. We are only giant of Africa in no electricity, high inflation, insecurity, banditry, killings, feeding unqualified people at the very strategic positions. That is where Nigeria runs first as giant of Africa. Record that the Liberian president and African football legend George Weah had earlier considered defeat to opposition leader Joseph Boakai. Results announced indicated that the opposition leader was leading the polls with nearly 51% of the votes in Liberia. However, speaking as the country's election umpire continued the result announcement, Weah said that there was no way he could overturn Boakai's lead, and he called him and do what? And congratulated him on the election. Sanwo-Olu don't use all the whole money wey dey for Lagos State. Go purchase a rechargeable lantern. Oh God, have mercy, Nigeria. On our way done. The governorship candidate of the Action Democratic Party, Action Democratic Congress, ADC, in Lagos State, Funsho Doherty, has written an open letter to the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, on projects funded with taxpayers' money. Doherty, in letter, analyzed the register of public procurement awards by the Lagos government for the second and third quarters of 2023. According to Doherty, the period reviewed was from April to September. And in the open letter, Doherty listed some projects awarded by the state government that require greater scrutiny. He wrote, I just wrote an open letter to the governor on public procurement award reported by last Giri for the second and third quarters of 2023, highlighting a number of issues for further scrutiny and remedial actions. Judicious use of public funds is always important and is especially so now. In the letter, he cited that 18,460,000 naira was awarded to the office of the chief of staff for the supply and distribution of 2,000 broiler chicken across the local government areas and wards in the state. Another sum of 447 million 750,000 was awarded to the Office of the Chief of Staff for the procurement of a brand new Lexus LX 600 bulletproof sport utility vehicle for use in the pool of office of a chief. The sum of 7,475,000 was also awarded for the replacement of the liquid fragrance in the office of Mr. Governor, Lagos House, Ikeja. The office of Deputy Governor was awarded the sum of 30 million naira for monthly outreach of indigent citizens by the wife of the Deputy Governor. Another 30 million naira was awarded for monthly empowerment programs of the wife of the Deputy Governor. The sum of 2,017,840,000 naira was awarded for the provision of supply items, rechargeable fans, rechargeable lights, and fridge in the office of the Deputy Governor. He said the government also awarded a sum of 531,553,559 for the renovation of St. Andrew's Anglican Church, Okepopo, Lagos State. Make sure they squander the money. Nobody clear question on that. Because anything that got to do, if this one now says they say 2 billion, my dear, put another zero in it. This one maybe not 2 trillion naira they are talking about. Because that is the Nigerian government for you. Well, my wonderful people, I beg you, now hear me, I go take back break you. And I go hear my voice again, maybe tomorrow or later in the evening, because as it stands now, one day today and Sunday, I need to have some rest. So have a nice day, and the good Lord continue to bless us all, the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Please continue sharing, subscribing, and make sure you keep on sharing all the whole of my message. Until I come your way again, I see the man Okute Daily Talk. Please, you people should not mind my mistakes, because mistakes do occur. Bye for now, my wonderful people. Que mesiano.